for a personal computer usually to get it to go through. And a lot of times our speeds are too slow on the Zoom in order to make it work, so we have to use a hotspot in order to be able to complete the meeting.
So all that money that we spent on the Axon, they're not able to, I mean, it makes them look foolish when they're on Zoom meetings with all these other police departments or you know, administration people, and they can't get onto that. So will that fix that?
We won't fix those issues no matter what. So those Zoom talks that the Deputy Chief just mentioned, those works on internal system flawlessly. Everybody uses it here, every other building, they're using it, there is no issue. Issue you have with anyone, that if you're going on a Zoom on anywhere, and if they have a slow internet on other side, we do not see the slow internet on our area, because we monitor all that stuff and we pay for it under Comcast. We have every day we measure on a firewall how much throughput. We're using 10% of the throughput. So there is no slow internet. So when we provide that Wi-Fi, you will not have slow Wi-Fi because it's not internet slow.
So again, you're making me confused again. So when we get to the point where we have the Wi-Fi, when you're all done with the wiring and everything you're talking about, they go onto a Zoom meeting, it's going to be better than what it is now.
It's a city business. It's all going to be allowed, and they can use it through the Wi-Fi, through their personal device or city device. It will be protected.
So they don't have to use their own hotspot.
Correct. Okay. So currently, these tablets, these laptops is using city Wi-Fi. They're producing city meetings, kind of Zoom. It will work. Exact same network is going to get extended over there. They already have similar Wi-Fi in jail. It's just that right now it's cornered because of the rule regulation of police. Only allow for police Zoom between court.
And that was what we had talked about also when I was there. He said the only place we can do a Zoom meeting would be with the courts because he couldn't go into the court. They had to do it, and it was just in the jail area. And at that time, it was even kind of glitchy, you know, when they did that too. So you're telling me, or you're telling us, that once all of this networking, Wi-Fi, and wires and everything are done, how long do you think is that going to be? Another 6 months?
So we're going through RFP for running the wires right now. We got the RFP back, and I think what I know, the last conversation with purchasing, that the vendors are looking at 5 weeks install of the wiring. Once the wiring is done, then it's going to be on my vendor that got approved 6 months ago to need to come in and set up all the configuration. So we're looking at another 2 to 3 weeks.
So you're talking 7 weeks?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Item 6.7 is a motion to receive and file TIFA approval of Cimco Refrigeration low bid meeting specifications to purchase and install a Frick Evapotrative Condenser cooling tower at the Taylor Sportsplex for an amount of $283,500 plus a 5% contingency for amount not to exceed $297,675.
Is this something that we had talked about before, correct?
So,
Condenser?
I know this was, I think, David's going to come up. This was one kind of at its life's end that we were looking at. Knew that it was coming, basically.
Yep, through the chair. The previous tower, the tower that's in place now, is 20 years old. You hope to get 20 years. I will tell you, in all honesty, it was not, previous to the city taking the building back over, it was not well maintained. It was extremely scaled up. We have squeezed every ounce of life out of it. But it's not running as efficiently as it could be. This new one will actually cut energy costs pretty significantly. This particular item obviously controls the air conditioning for the building, as well as helps keep the surface temps of the ice sheets low. So it's pretty quintessential. This will be a summer repair, obviously, so we'll be without AC for hopefully no more than 4 days. Is the plan?
Mr. Chairman, does this have a warranty on it?
I believe so. I do not have the
That's
certain
okay,
detail on it.
just-
I'm fairly certain.
But it does
that's-
have a warranty?
As well as a preventative maintenance program. Yes.
Is there any other questions? All right, thanks, Aiden. I have a motion to receive and file TIFA approval of Cimco Facilities Maintenance low bid for the HVAC cooler repairs and replacement at Taylor Meadows and Lakes of Taylor for an amount not to exceed